Holy mother of stupid, this video. Welcome to the first themed Daily Dose of Stupid in quite a long time. I can't remember the last time I did one of these, but oh my god, did the Attack on Titan Revolution players come out in full force to make themselves look like total clowns. So, here we go. Now, there's basically no other place to start than here, so, well, you can actually see the shift lock options in the settings. Okay, I get it. Shut up. Oh my god. So I have to rationalize this, even though it was right in front of people's faces. Now, the first thing is that I will admit that I am pretty damn sure that I pressed Control along with a whole bunch of other keys on my keyboard when I got into my very first game, because usually that's what I do, is if I can't find the key, I press the keys that are usually oriented with that, and left control is often one of those things. I feel like I pushed it, but obviously I must have missed it. I'm sure I pressed shift, I'm sure I pressed tab, and I'm sure that I pressed alt. So I guess I just missed control. My bad. Now, I can defend myself. When I went into the controls, here, there is absolutely no excuse. And you cannot tell me that I made the wrong call, because this is bullshit. Lock. Secure your view on a specific target or titan, making sure you never lose sight of your intended prey. What the fuck is this description? Are you kidding me? Secure your view on a specific target or titan. What? That... How? What? Did an AI write this? Did they have an AI write this? That's the only explanation. How on God's green earth could you interpret that as shift lock and not a Dark Souls lock-on? Because if you had told me that this was a Dark Souls lock-on, where you press it while looking at a Titan and it locks on to that part of the camera, and then regardless of where you go, it continues to follow the target, then that would make perfect sense. But no, this is the shift lock, you fucking idiot. What a dipshit. Why couldn't you figure this out when it's secure your view on a... what a joke. This is a fucking joke. We're moving on. Here's one I replied directly to. Reason for Revolution being more popular than Evolution. The owner of Revolution made Evolution, but sold it to Boss Studios, who then did barely anything on it and then just continued it, and it then recently became under new ownership and is starting up again. Okay, makes sense. When you get to the highest point of AOT Evolution, it just starts becoming really boring, and Revolution generally has more stuff and more skill required. Shifting is currently in the works for both games, but Revolution will most likely have better shifting as a whole. So, of course, I replied to this, and I said, more stuff? What? Are you kidding me? What am I missing here? Revolution has kill X Titans on like 5 maps with 3 difficulties. Evolution has that, but with more difficulties, a wave survival mode, and a boss raid mode. So, what part of that is more stuff? How could you possibly look at this and say it has more stuff? Even if you like Revolution more, objectively, Evolution has more stuff. That's not, like, you can't argue that. It's impossible. And someone completely unrelated replied, it's a demo, and also you didn't know how to lock your camera or go to higher difficulties. Oh my fucking god. We'll get to this it's a demo thing later, but that, just, oh my god. Just... To be honest, I feel like there's just not a lot you can do with AOT games when you think about it. Like, Titan Warfare and Titan Evolution were both good, but there is not a lot more after getting max level or getting all the skins, and all that stuff there just feels like nothing else. After, like, even if the game was the greatest AOT game of all time, it would still die within give or take 5 weeks. This was like borderline gibberish, but I'm sorry, what? I think a lot of people don't understand just how much of a innovative product that Titan Warfare truly was. Because before that game, you might have had an argument here. When it comes to just flying around on ODM gear, killing Titans, there's not a whole lot you can do with that concept. Now, mind you, there is some stuff you can do. I've seen all of the comments about Attack on Titan Freedom War. I know. Maybe I'll get around to playing that. But like games like that are able to sort of push the medium and do something interesting with it. Titan Warfare just threw out that concept entirely and made this basically massive Battlefield-style game that's asymmetrical, but still retains a pretty solid balance with Titan shifters, with different hero classes. Like, trying to tell me that there's not a whole lot you can do with Attack on Titan games, and then using Titan Warfare as an example of there not being a whole lot you can do is quite possibly the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Titan Warfare pushed the envelope as far as it could go. It is and will likely remain the greatest Attack on Titan game ever created on Roblox, and the reason that it will remain that way is because it did something completely unique to everything else that was in the genre. It entirely innovated and did a damn good job. The reason that Titan Warfare was discontinued and unfortunately is still not around is simply due to Roblox players themselves. I've said it in a video before, but it was basically skill issue the game, because Titan Warfare is really friggin' hard. And if you're not good at it, then you're gonna flounder around, basically not able to do anything and just get your ass whooped. And unfortunately, games like that are entirely based on PvP, yeah, they just don't quite hold up on the platform. This guy is just, what, like, oh my god. Although the recent huge growth of players active is not caused by you, it's still a nice gesture for you to contribute to the game. Thank you, Eclipse. And this person below them said, so you're thankful for literally nothing. I guess so. I don't know how else you could interpret this. Thanks, Eclipse, for doing nothing. Did this person watch the video? Did they miss the part where I told people specifically that the game was a waste of their time and they shouldn't play it? What? Like, how brain dead do you have to? Just sometimes people hurt my brain. People really hurt my brain. The main reason I play Revolution is because it actually has updates and a plan for the future, versus when I played Evolution and Titan Warfare, there was zero updates or communication, to be honest. Well, I can speak for Titan Warfare. That game got discontinued, so yeah, it's not getting any updates. Can't speak for Evolution because I really don't have very much interest in going around killing the same Titans over and over again, you know, because that's just not super fun and entertaining to me. But regardless, yeah, no, the Titan Warfare is discontinued, my guy. It doesn't get any updates. Where have you been? It feels like you are just doing the YBA comparison all over again, but with Titan Warfare. Some people just don't like PvP, and that's why Titan Warfare died. Because it's just overpowered Titans and one-shot items all the time. I wouldn't compare that game to this because they aren't the same. They became pretty close to the same towards the end of Titan Warfare, but excuse me, what? Overpowered Titans and one-shot items. Well, yeah, the Blades one-shot killed you, because if they didn't, the game would be unplayable as Blades. The Sniper Rifle one-shot killed you, because if it didn't, then Blades would be broken. The Rocket Launcher one-shot killed you, because it's a fucking rocket launcher. What? Of course it's one-shot items all the time. Do you see how fast people move? You could barely shoot them. What? Overpowered Titans? The balance between Titans is pretty good. What? Just a stupid person. Oh. You should also revisit an old One Piece game you played, but no! How did the Blocks Fruit guy get in here? No, get him out of here. No, bye. Also, I forgot to mention, if you didn't read the description, it says the game is a demo. They don't have a lot of stuff right now, but what they do have, I find really good for a start. So I gotta be quite honest with you here. This comment was put out a day ago, and since the description has been updated. So I'll throw this guy a bone. He didn't know. But before this, and I have a screenshot of it, thank God, this was total bullshit. And this is also a chance that I get to talk about this whole, it's just a demo, Eclipse, it's just a demo, you can't be so hard on it, Eclipse, which is also total bullshit. And we'll talk about why just in a second. But first, here's the game description from before they updated it to say the game is a demo. As you can see, there is absolutely no indication that the game is in beta or demo whatsoever. And if you joined the game and went around to basically everywhere, you'd also understand that there is nowhere anywhere saying that it is in beta or demo, which means that there was no way for me to know this. But I don't think it's relevant, and I assumed that it wasn't for very good reason. But before we get there, this description is here, so, oh man, might as well get to it, right? I saw this and I can't help myself, and it's still here after they updated the description. So, man, read this and let me know what you think. Endless exploration. Roam expansive maps inspired by the Attack on Titan universe. Uncover secrets. Defend humanity and push your limits as you venture into the unknown. What? Who? Is this written by AI? Surely this is made by an AI and not a real person. Did this person who made the description for the game even play the game? Uncover secrets, my ass! What secrets? How fast you can kill 25 titans on 4 or 5 different maps? Was that the secret? I figured it out! Damn, I'm crazy. Venture into the unknown? What unknown? You're stuck in an invisible box! What do you mean venture into the unknown? This is just total BS. Someone just made a bunch of crap up or had an AI write this. There's just no other way around it. I'm convinced that an AI wrote the descriptions for this game. I don't see how else it's possible. But regardless, let's talk about this whole demo thing, okay? So, I am a firm believer that demo and beta on Roblox, generally speaking, doesn't mean a whole lot, because the difference between someone having a demo game and a beta game versus a fully released game, well, let me ask you, what is the difference? Where do we draw the line? Because if you look at a fully released, constantly updating game, you've got a game that is consistently adding content and patching and fixing bugs with their old and current content. And then you look at a beta game or a demo game, and those games are games that are constantly adding new content and fixing bugs and doing balancing and stuff to their old and current content. Like, nothing changes between when it's a demo versus when it's quote-unquote fully released. So where do we draw the line? And for me, I think the line usually ends up getting drawn at monetization. And AOT Revolution fails hard. It fails. It could not fail more. Why is that? Well, why don't we take a look at this? What is this? You might be asking yourself. Ah, I see. It's a fucking battle pass. They have a battle pass in their quote-unquote demo. Why does your demo need a battle pass? It's not just the battle pass, though. It's got a fully functioning shop with multiple different currencies. Wow. You know what that means? That means, motherfucker, your game is out. You don't have a chance to hide behind demo. You can't come in here and sell microtransactions and say, this is a demo, we're immune to criticism. Fuck off. That's not how that works. If you've watched me review games for any amount of time, you'll know that I am no fan of microtransactions being forced into games. I accept them as a reality on Roblox, but regardless, the second you start cramming this shit into your games and selling stuff to players, you are open to criticism. That's how this works. And so when you take a game, you put it out there, it has less content than several other games that are similar in genre on the platform, but it has just as much, if not more, microtransactions than those games, then you are open to criticism. And I am fully in my rights to come on here and tell you straight up that this game is not worth playing compared to other games on the platform, because it doesn't have as much shit to do. There's nothing here. There's no game here. This is the same game you've already played 300 times, man. Like, come on. What are you not seeing here? I just totally draw blanks when I'm doing these kinds of things, and I see people that are like, it's just a demo Eclipse, and they're all like drones. It's almost the same thing. I see a lot of all caps too. I don't know why people feel the need to use all caps. It's a demo! Like, yeah, I got it, man. You don't need to scream it at me. But, it's not, there's no demo, there's no beta, they put this out. This is out, it's in the public, it's released, it has microtransactions, they're open to criticism, and they're open to be compared against other games in its genre, because that's how these things work. You don't just get to get an out here. That's not how I do things. I've never done things that way, and I never will. Anyways, we gotta move on. I've been on this for too long. Hey, have you heard of Relsies?